So, like, have you ever sat down to do something you actually need to do and just not done it? You open the laptop, you know exactly what you're supposed to work on, and somehow you end up watching a video about how pencils are made for 20 minutes. Then you feel bad, you tell yourself you're lazy, but here's the thing, that's not what's actually happening. Procrastination isn't a character flaw, it's a brain conflict. And once you understand what the conflict is, it changes how you see yourself. Here's what's going on. Your brain has two systems constantly competing with each other. There's the limbic system, the ancient, emotional part. It only cares about right now, comfort, pleasure, avoiding anything uncomfortable. It's basically a toddler. And then there's the prefrontal cortex, the logical part. This is the part that knows the deadline is Friday, that wants to finish the project, that thinks about next week. When those two systems disagree, the limbic system wins more often than you'd think. Not because you're weak, but because it's older, faster, and more automatic. So when you're about to start something that feels hard or uncertain, your brain reads that as a threat. And the limbic system goes, yeah, let's not do that right now. And so you don't. The thing is, procrastination is really about managing emotions, not managing time. You're not avoiding the task, you're avoiding the feeling the task gives you, the anxiety, the uncertainty, the fear it won't be good enough. Which is like why just be more disciplined never really works. Discipline doesn't turn off your limbic system, it just tries to overpower it, which is exhausting and usually fails. What actually helps is making the task feel less threatening. One of the most well-supported things in psychology is something called the 2-minute rule, not as a productivity hack, but as a brain trick. The idea is just to start, not finish, just begin. Because once you're doing something, the emotional resistance drops. Your brain stops treating it like a threat. The anxiety is almost always worse than the actual task. Your brain just can't figure that out until you've already started. So like, next time you catch yourself procrastinating, ask, what feeling am I actually avoiding right now? Because the answer is probably a lot more interesting than laziness. And that's why.